guys. We are on the beginning of our trek for the second half and the last part of our Disney days in this trip. We are at the bus stop at Animal Kingdom getting ready to go to Magic Kingdom. Now, there are 3 buses. The park hopping doesn't start until it doesn't start until 2, but at 1:30 the buses will start to begin their transition. So people have left the park early to make sure they can get over there, because you want to be able to get in, especially for Magic Kingdom today, exactly on time, or they may run out of capacity. Now, I'm only going to be in Magic Kingdom for a very short period of time. I want to go in, I have something I missed, I just need to grab it, and then we're going to head on out. After that, we're going to jump on the monorail to the Transportation and Ticket Center, and the monorail to Epcot, and get into Epcot before it's too late. Then at 3:15 we have a lunch reservation at the Rose and Crown, lunch/dinner. So that'll be our big meal of the day. And then we'll go from there. Now, just to give you perspective, down at the end there, that's the people waiting to go to Hollywood Studios. And it's starting to build up a little bit of a line. And then here is the line for Epcot, which is empty. It's all right, I'm scared. This is the line to Epcot, which the very nice gentleman let free for us, and that's empty. And then we have the group going to Magic Kingdom. So, I'm sorry, that was it. So Magic Kingdom is where a lot of the people are really rushing to be, because they want to be in the Magic Kingdom for July 4th for the fireworks. Now, you and I got to watch the fireworks last night because they showed them last night as well. So we don't have to worry about that. Arlene and Larry are going to be in Epcot, hopefully to see their fireworks, but I'll be on a plane going home. Just couldn't manage the extra day, but that's all right. This is what it's all about. It's having some fun with you guys. So we're going to make the best part out of this day that we can. We're going to do this bus. We're going to travel. Now, I may not even get on the first bus. In fact, I don't think I will. I will probably get on the second bus. And then we'll go from there. We have made it to Magic Kingdom. We have one goal today. I forgot to get a picture. There's a specific picture I need to find. So we're going to go there, see if we can get someone to help us take a picture, and head on out to Epcot. We're going to take that new monorail too. I'm excited about that. Come on, join me. Thanks so much. Have a great Love. And now we head off to Epcot. Let's try the monorail. Now, I have been on I've been on the regular monorail, or at least the resort monorail. But today, because we're going to go all the way to Epcot, we're going to try the Ticket and Transportation Center monorail all the way to Epcot. I haven't done this since before the pandemic. And they've had a whole lot more construction, so there's going to be some really neat stuff to see. So we're going to head out of here and on to the next location. There is someone with a whole big tray of fries, and I just want to grab one. Not safe for me, gluten-free and all that, and not safe to grab somebody's food, you know, etiquette and all that. But here we go, we're heading on out. And as we're on our way out, I don't know if you can see it, but there's an Eeyore. I see the Eeyore. I see a Piglet. And I see a Pooh Bear. Hi, Pooh. Hi, Pooh. Hi, Piglet. You look so happy today. And there's an Eeyore. Even Eeyore looks a little happy. Oh, we're not going to be on this one, but we'll be on the next one. We have left Magic Kingdom. We are on our way to our last park for this trip, which was our first park for this trip, Epcot. So we're going to celebrate and enjoy this experience. Hope you guys are having fun with me. Let me know, what is your favorite park? Really, what's the one you want to go to all the time? Put it down below in the comments. I'd love to know. It's Monorail Silver. Yay! Here to take us to our last park. Last park of the day. Last park of the trip. But not last park ever. And the driver waved. That's awesome. Mission and Ticket Center parking lot. Here's the 50th anniversary bus. Isn't it pretty? I do love the colors. And our first time doing the
pandemic. And given the number of times I've been here, that's a big deal. This is the first time I'm on the Epcot monorail. Go to England. Steamy old hot England. And for the very last time this trip.
I hope you have such a magical night.
Thank you so much. You as well.
So we have checked in for our dining reservation, but we have a little bit of time to kill. We're a few minutes early for our reservation. I got to show you some of the footage from the monorail going into Epcot, so you can see the construction level what's going on with Moana. That was kind of cool. Now, granted, by the time you guys see this video, it might be done. There's still a lot of work to do there for sure. And then as I was coming off the monorail, I looked down and I see Arlene coming through with her ECV and Samwise. So I told her to meet me inside. We were inside. Larry had already gotten here. So we all met up right before Canada at the Joffrey station. And now we're checked in and just waiting for our lunch. The lunch review, of course, will be in a different vlog. And then after that, we're not sure what the rest of this day is going to be. We just don't know. A lot of it's going to revolve around air conditioning. It is 91 degrees, and I guarantee you with the heat index, it feels a lot hotter than that. It is 94, but feels like 107. Yeah. I am very backlit, so I don't think you can see me. Let me try this. So yeah, so we are just chilling right now. Did I get everything that I wanted done on this trip? No. I got a lot of it, but I didn't get everything done. Did not get to see Kite Tails again. Did not get to see the Carousel of Progress. Did not go into Scat Cat Lounge. Did not get into the pool again. But you know what? That just means it's another trip coming up and another chance for me to enjoy these things and share these things with you. If there is something that you want to learn about Disney, because I'm meeting more of you in the parks now, and thank you so much. You've been joining the channel and subscribing, and I am incredibly grateful. Hopefully you're enjoying the vlogs and getting some good content out of this. So if there's something you want to know about the parks, ask me. If I know somebody else has already covered it, I'll share that. If it's not something that somebody else has already covered and it's something I can cover or I think I can cover differently, I'll share that too. Wow, I'm hot. And I left my fan. That fan I didn't bring with me all trip. I could be using it right now. All right. So we have finished dinner in England, and we are leaving Europe, and we are going to be heading all the way back to the land, which is not England. It's a different land. The temperature seems to have dropped a little bit. It was, and maybe it's just because we're more in the shade right now. It was pretty brutal a little while ago. So we are outside we're in the lobby area of Awesome Planet. The prior show was just about to start when we came in, but we decided it's really, really hot out there, and Samwise is overheating and very lethargic, and he's in a fur coat. So we decided just to kind of wait it out for the 10-13 minutes of the first movie, and then maybe we'll go in, but just to let everyone cool down, because our lunch, if you didn't see that video, and if it is out already, I will try to link it right here. They had to sit outside, and we did ask about going inside, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be a longer wait. We're like, okay. But we just took the table because I think we were all starting to get hungry, and it was a cool enough floor that he could at least be chill. They brought him out some ice water, got him a bowl, got permission to give him a bowl, and we had some nice chill ice water for him, which was lovely. So yeah, we're doing okay. So Arlene, as we're getting near the end of our multi-day trip, what has been your favorite part?
Just girls there, and no one with bad jokes. Well, mostly no one.
Mostly, I was going to say that it was just our fault at that point.
Yeah, and other than the pace being semi-fast, we did get some relaxing time.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was cool and wonderful, and I enjoyed it a lot. I would do it again.
Come on in, make yourself comfortable.
Thanks,
Our
Ty
next
Burrell.
showing is in-
So we're getting ready. The next showing is in about 7 minutes. We may or may not go into that one. We may wait for one more, just because, again, overheating resting puppy, we may need to give him a little more time, and that's okay. It's not so super crowded that we have to rush about that. We're gonna just chill for a little bit and enjoy these Zen spa music that you're hearing above me in this, and I'll talk to you soon. So that's two rounds of just letting the movie play through. I'm cold enough that I put on my shawl, and we're about to watch Awesome Planet. I might fall asleep. I will fall asleep. It's about 10 to 13 minutes, so just a little bit of downtime. When the movie's over, we'll probably head downstairs and maybe look at Living with the Land or something else, just to finish it up as our last ride for this, or we might go out and go over to Spaceship Earth. But at least Samwise has had some chance to cool down. We've had some time to cool down. We should be able to just tolerate a little more outside time to make something special happen. Here comes Peter Cottontail, laying on the fluffy rail. Hippity hoppity bunny's not moving because it's hot, and he's in fur. All right, so we are inside Club Cool because Larry has not tried all of the sodas. So have you've tried Beverly before, right? The bitter lemon one?
No.
Okay, let's
Well, this intrigues me more.
go for it. Well, you're gonna have to try them all.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go quickly.
This is the vanilla one. Did you want to come in?
That's pretty nice.
So that's the Madagascar.
Yep.
Take the next one.
These are all corn syrup, aren't they?
Beverly wouldn't be.
Okay.
That I do.
Shouldn't be actually, honey, because there's countries that don't have corn syrup.
Yeah, unless they have their own, they've altered the recipe to bring it here.
No, because you can't buy it here.
Oh, wow.
That's Beverly?
The bitter lemon one? Yeah.
I already had Beverly.
So she's now trying Madagascar.
I like both of them. I actually like almost all of them.
Okay, have you tried China yet? Go for it. Don't take that much.
Oh, wow.
It's barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay. I see that.
It is. You're drinking barbecue sauce. It's horrible. If you're going to give her that much more, go for it. Torture your sweetie. Go for it.
Well, I drank it all.
This one is nice. I recommend it.
Russian spoon.
It's
It
barbecue
is my
sauce.
least favorite.
Oh, that's a nice
But
one.
I can taste the plum to it.
Oh, this has
I can't.
cucumber in it.
My favorite is the Korean.
Here, have another cup.
Oh, he's doing Moldova first. I actually like the Moldova. Sorry, we won't be too much longer.
Yeah.
The raspberry's nice. Yeah. And you wanted, well, Korea's out here.
Of course it is.
Do you want the watermelon?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go for it, dude. Yeah. He holds the buttons down a long time.
I'm pouring for two.
Fair enough.
Which one?
That is
watermelon?
Philippines watermelon.
They're all good.
Yeah, this is my second favorite.
You like the watermelon? Okay.
Yeah, my favorite is one that's out, Korea.
Okay.
Philippines is my second favorite.
I like mixing Madagascar with Moldova. They're all very sweet and strong. But I still don't like China. Bleh. This is the end of my time with Arlene. She's going to go shopping and I've got to go out and get back to the airport and stuff. So, thank you. I know it's sadness.
It is sadness.
But it was awesome and we need to do this again. We can do this again. We just have to wait a little while, but we can make it happen. All right, so we're going to say our goodbyes and then we'll catch you as we're starting to head on out to do one or two other things and we'll be on our way. Kind of a pretty sight with the light reflecting on the prisms. All right, guys, this is the end of park time. We are headed out of Epcot. Beauty, the majesty with the music behind us. It's been an amazing trip here. Parks have been incredible. And now it's time for me to head home. Monorail! Samwise! Larry! Monorail. Port Orleans, French Quarter. The last time. You know what that means. The trip is over. I have my bags. The bell surfaces were great. Got them within just a couple minutes. I'm gonna repack everything now, and then we're off to the airport. Goodbye, Port Orleans, French Quarter.
Pretty stylish.
It is very nice.
Early, you could go around the raft and collect all the
So, we're at the end of the trip. We're here at the airport, ready to go home. Now, I just did a walkthrough on the Disney store. Didn't see anything else I was looking to get. And if you're hearing the water behind me, there's a real pretty fountain that usually is where the Christmas tree is. It's kind of nice, but we're about to head into security and go see if we can get some food on the other side. I'm hoping Jersey Mike's has their gluten-free bread again, because we did have dinner, but that was about 4 or 5 hours ago, and I'm not going to eat again until, well, I'm not going to be able to do anything more until so much later, like I'm in at 1 a.m. I wonder how many people are getting here just in hopes that they're going to get to the fireworks as they go off. That'd be kind of an interesting thought. Like if you were landing right now, it's 8 o'clock, the fireworks are at 9. We might see some from sitting outside our window, but that's only if we're pointing in the right direction. And who knows if that's going to be the case. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is our last ride of this trip. The last monorail. I just semi-inhaled a Jersey Mike sandwich, which means my appetite is back finally. I still have the chips and I took like 2 sips of the drink, so I've got a lot of beverage to still enjoy. You know, as hot as I was earlier today, boiling hot. Oh dear God, hot. I'm freezing now. Like I'm about to add my scarf on top of the shirt I just added, on top of, if I can. My brain is tempted to go find like a blanket or a sweatshirt or something to buy, which is sad because they were all over at the Disney store before I came through, and they're not going to be on this side. Boo hiss. Well, so the group or plane before me just left, so we're pretty empty, which is why I'm still without my mask for at least a little bit longer. When the crowd starts picking up for my flight, I am going to absolutely start covering back up. It was a good trip. Got a lot of stuff done. Like I said earlier, I think there were a bunch of things I didn't quite get done. I didn't try a bunch of the other food and wine stuff, but I did get the 2 Grand Floridian treats. One I didn't even remember. No, I'm sorry. I got the 2 Port Orleans treats, one of which I didn't remember. I got to see gluten-free Gina again. I got to get the Grand Floridian Gasparilla's Island Grill special 4th of July cookie. Got to meet the Tim Tracker again. This time without a mask on, because the last time I met him was like just when parks started opening up in the pandemic. So we were, 20 feet away from each other, masks on, chatting at a distance, and that's as close as you got to people at that point. He had a baby at home, and I was like, no, we're not risking that. I got to get lots of fun pictures. I got to see all 4 of the Pride murals. They were still up. I got to... Did I eat anything officially from Flower and Garden? I don't know that I did. I'll have to go back through the footage and see. The first Epcot day... Oh, I got to go to Space 220, which I've been wanting to do. I unfortunately was so ill getting over some kind of food poisoning I had earlier in the week that I couldn't manage more than a couple bites of each thing that I got, which is awful, because there was a lot of flavor in that. And what was really weird is my body handled the booze, not a question, but I took like a couple bites of food and my body went, nope, that's it, nope, can't do that. But I could drink booze. Because I got the off-menu bourbon drink, which is, I believe I caught bourbon and pineapple in there. I got to stay at Port Orleans French Quarter again. Got to retry the beignets. They have changed them since Christmas. Really changed them since Christmas. They were more like dense ball donuts. And previously they had been kind of air pocket puff pastry more. I like the older version more. These were still okay, but definitely different. The caramel sauce, though, is now gluten-free, and those were quite nice. Oh, and the base of the new beignets now uses, like, they call it, like, an apple flavor, but it's like some applesauce or something in there for moisture. Again, they're still good. Please don't get me wrong. They are good. Were they amaze balls? Oh, my God, I must eat them all at that very second, and I got 6, and maybe I should have gotten 12? No. I got the 6. Arlene had 1. I had 3. I went to bite a bite of one of them later, and my body said, nope, done, as it was at Space 220. And one of them got thrown out. I know, and this is so not like me, and so it makes me unhappy that I did that. But the caramel sauce exploded, which was not okay. Didn't quite roped up. I did get early park entry hours. Not a whole lot of them. We got on... Oh my God, today I got to see Avatar Flight of Passage for the first time on my own. I took Dramamine, and because I thought I packed my motion sickness bands, nowhere to be seen. So I tried Dramamine about 3.5 hours before I got on the ride. There was a second at the beginning where it was like, oh, and I still had to close my eyes for just a second. My brain hadn't quite acclimated. And then I went, all right, keep your eyes open, look at focus points, and breathe. And I will admit, there were times I'm going, just to control that breath, because the movements and the feeling like you're diving, and in some cases you really are kind of tilting and moving. It's pretty intense. But I got to see it. Awesome. That was the only time I really got to test that. I guess technically I tested it on Dinosaur, but Dinosaur's just a bumpy ride, and I got to ride Dinosaur. A bunch of you guys joined. I don't know how far past when you guys were meeting me this ends up showing up online, because I'm expecting this will be September, October. It's just, I love helping other people in the parks. There was a little boy on the first day who was nervous about Test Track when I was in the line with him. And, he just, you could see he was a little stressed. He said, I've been on this ride before. Do you have any questions for me? And he said, you know, how fast does it go? I said, it goes 65 miles per hour, and that is the fastest ride on all of Disney property. He went, 65, like Car 65? I went, yeah, exactly, Car 65. Well, I could do Car 65. That's easy. I could go up to 200 miles per hour. Of course, you know, Dad's chuckling at this, but Dad and his friend and everyone was like, okay, good. And he was just suddenly comfortable in seeing the light again and being happy. And those are the moments I love, you know, just helping people make magic. You know, going up to complete strangers, may I help you take your picture of your family together? Because they're like trying to hold up the camera and squeeze everyone in, selfie, and get the angles and the balance. I was like, I just walk up and hold out my hands. And if they say, oh no, we're okay, I'm like, okay, thank you, you know, go on my merry way, because if they don't need me, they don't need me. But if they do need me, I like to be able to just alleviate that for them. I love making the PhotoPass photographers happy. They rarely, if ever, have to direct me. I'm not upset. I'm sad about it. I didn't get to Scat Cat. I didn't get to use the pool. I didn't go see Carousel of Progress. I didn't have my magic band, so I couldn't even attempt to do Guardians of the Galaxy. Because half the people who would get triggered the way I get triggered, like they can't go backwards, the sections in the rides they mentioned they have issues with, are the ones I normally do. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And I, you know, couldn't do it. I without those motion sickness bands, I knew I was going to be in trouble. Because even they said, you know, they felt it, and if they felt it a little bit, I'm going to feel it a lot, you know. Very frustrated that I got so queasy in the center car at Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I'm going to need to Dramamine or motion sickness bands that. And you really want to put the bands on like an hour before you go into anything. We did not Genie Plus this time at all, but we had a DAS pass, which also allowed us to not have to stand in lines for everything we want to ride. And that's going to be a big challenge coming up this Christmas. And I'm going to have to decide whether or not I'm going to get Genie Plus or suck it up and deal. I'm not quite sure, because it really offends me that stuff that you could have gotten for free as part of your tickets before is now an additional cost. But they make it so you can't enjoy the trip otherwise, because you know your way around, you know your ins and outs. I loved seeing the fireworks. I'm sad I'm not seeing tonight's fireworks, because this is actual 4th of July. Overall, it was a really good trip. It was a really, really good trip, and I think we accomplished a lot. We got a number of good dining reviews. One or two that I couldn't put as much into as I would have. Simply because my stomach was not up to par. Today was the first day I was hungry enough to do an appetizer and an entree. I hope you guys are having a great time enjoying these videos. I'm gonna put myself back to relaxing and chilling, literally. Well, the flight was non-eventful until the very end. The gate next to us had an emergency, so the person who would normally move our jet bridge into position wasn't there. So we had to wait a while for that person to come and do it, and then it wasn't working, so then we had to wait for a technician. So we literally just sat there. I went back to sleep. We had been waiting. We got in early, and we didn't get off the plane until after, like 10 minutes after, just because of waiting for that. Like we were there for 20 minutes, half hour, with lots of little kids. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. My one ear is clogged. This one was clogged, but it's been popping as we were sitting there. I've already made my step goal for the morning because it's after 1 a.m. If you have not done so already, gang, please remember to like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share. All the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. It was a great, crazy, wild trip, and we're going to do it again soon, so follow along. And, I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?